if he was to drive us 1 hour to Playa del Carmen, it was going to be $80.
Yeah,
and that's
so
45 minutes longer.
Yeah.
So how does that make sense?
There's like no logic there. Yeah, it's crazy because we've lived in Costa Rica for 6 years, have never had this happen. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So it is day 2 or day 1, full day 1 here in Tulum. So what we're gonna do is actually we're just gonna head down to the beach. Just gonna wander around today. Nothing really big planned. Just hang out, maybe some beach clubs and have lunch. Yeah, we slept in this morning, like I said in the last video, and yeah, we're just kind of slowly getting going here. Again, no real plan today. Just go check that out, bring you guys along. Kind of first impressions of Tulum. Maybe come back and hang out in the pool. We'll see. But yeah, for now, we're just gonna go have some coffee and get ready, and then we'll show you once we go. All right, so yeah, we just got ready. Gonna go find a taxi. There's a place just around the corner that there's taxis stopped there, so hopefully they're still there. But you ready to have a chill beach day?
Yes, it's exciting to see how Tulum is down by the beach and all the little shops and stuff like that. So we're looking forward to that. But just kind of just to sit somewhere and enjoy and then wander around.
Yeah, and again, we're just gonna bring you along.
Nice breezy day.
Yeah, it is. You're probably breezy by the beach too. So yeah, I'm just gonna walk down here, but it looks like there's taxis there. So we'll show you where it's at. It's just down the street from where we're staying by the fresh markets right here. So nice and convenient. All right, so another example of we don't understand how people say Mexico is cheaper than Costa Rica.
It is so not.
So we just asked a taxi and he's like 700 pesos, which is like $39 US to drive 15 minutes to the beach.
But if he was to drive us 1 hour to Playa del Carmen, it was going to be $80.
Yeah,
and that's 45 minutes longer.
Yeah.
So how does that make sense?
There's like no logic there. No. And again, Mexico's not cheaper than Costa Rica. People can say it all day long. We can get a taxi there for $10 to go 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so
but they just look at you like, oh,
yeah,
tourists,
for whatever.
Lots of money, right?
Yeah, exactly, because of the area we're in, I guess. But so yeah, we have a number for a taxi. We're going to contact them and see. Like I said, I pay like $20 to go 15 minutes, not 30
20,
or
25?
Yeah, 25 max,
reasonable.
not $40, especially when it's 80 to go 45 minutes further. So yeah, we're just gonna contact the number we have, or the guy we have, and see what they can do. All right, so we finally figured out a taxi. I contacted one company through WhatsApp, and they were saying, what did they say? They said 500, so the same as the guy here, but who knows where they are. So it looks like a big taxi service, and they have their set prices. But I have been able to negotiate down to 450 pesos, which is about $25, which I guess, I mean, in the area we're in, that's fair. But again, in comparison to, say, Santa Teresa in Costa Rica, which is very similar to Tulum, as far as like a long stretch, and you know, you gotta have a vehicle to get around. Brian was about $15 to go about 25 minutes. So when we were staying up in the hills. So yeah, it's crazy. Again, definitely more expensive than Costa Rica in these areas. Again, if you go into small towns in any country, you're gonna find things are cheaper. But yeah, at least we have a taxi and get his WhatsApp, so you can pick us up tonight as well as tomorrow, because we want to go to the ruins and then possibly some cenotes. So we'll see. All right, so before we jump in the taxi and head down to Tulum Beach, I want to talk to you guys about Olafly eSIMs and the ease of staying connected while you travel. So Olafly eSIMs are a digital eSIM. It's not the little piece of plastic that you have to find when you arrive to a country at the airport or somewhere at a convenience store. It's something you can set up before your trip. So all you do is you click the link in the description below. You're also going to save 5% with that link. Go to your destination, so you can pick a country or you can pick a region, say South America or Europe, and or like I said, a certain country like Mexico, and they also offer unlimited data in certain countries as well, like Mexico. So yeah, just pick your country or your region, pay for it, check out, and then you're gonna get an email with a QR code. And what you're gonna do is scan that QR code the day before you travel, do all this, and it's gonna set it up for you. It's just gonna walk you through the whole process. And people are asking us if Androids are compatible with this. Yes, Androids and iPhones, there is a compatibility page on their website, so you can see if your phone is compatible with an eSIM. A lot of the newer phones are, like the Samsung Galaxies and the iPhones. So yeah, just check that. Make sure you have the compatibility before you purchase one. Yeah, set it up the day before you fly out, or if you're taking a bus or whatever, before you travel. And then once you get to your destination, turn it on, and you're gonna be able to be connected right away. So you don't have to go searching, like I said, for someone to help you in a different country, in a different language to set up a SIM card. And yeah, it's just so convenient and easy to use. We use it whenever we travel. It's the best. Like as you guys saw in our last video, there wasn't really internet in the place we're staying, so having the unlimited data on our phone, we could still do emails, we could still take care of Airbnb while we're traveling and not have to worry that we're not connected. As well as later in this video, you guys are going to see what happens and why it was so important to have connectivity right away so we could deal with the issue at hand instantly. So yeah, it's the best travel hack that anybody's come out with yet, and we definitely highly recommend Olafly. And yeah, so yeah, remember, click the link below, save 5%, stay connected while you travel. We want to give a big thank you to Olafly for their continued support on our channel. And yeah, let's get in the taxi and head down to Tulum Beach. Alright, so we just got dropped off, kind of just in the middle, somewhat near where we're eating dinner at Elios Greek restaurant, and yeah, definitely no Sara vibes down here. So we want to find some sort of beach club to sit at and have lunch and have some drinks, so we're just wandering down here. There's a road that goes off towards the beach. We're gonna go down there and see what we can find. It's hard to tell. I mean, everything's just gates, right? So where do we even go? But yeah, we'll show you where we end up. Alright, so yeah, the beach isn't what I imagined. It's super windy today, but yeah, and the seaweed has come early. They're saying usually it's like April, May it starts to come, but it's here now, so I mean, you can't even go swimming. And I would say this is like similar to, trying to think of what like the waves would be like. I can't even say like Guiones as far as comparing to Costa Rica. I get a lot of comparison between there because that's where we live. But yeah, I'm honestly not really that impressed. I think Isla Mujeres was a lot better, just with the water and the beach and everything. Oh well, we're only here for a couple of days, so yeah, it's cool to check it out, see different places. So far, first impressions of Tulum is yeah, kind of overrated, I guess, and expensive for what you get. The guy just came by with a coconut, trying to sell us a coconut. It's $5. Out in the Coconut King's like $1, and his are super cold. So yeah, we're just at this place called Bagatelle, and see what their menu is like, and maybe hang out here for a bit.
black tortilla.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
This is the black recado.
All right, so we're at Bagatelle. We just stopped here. It was the first place that was on the beach, and they have a restaurant here, so we just got a few things to share. So we got a fried ravioli, which has a bunch of herbs in it, so it's herbaceous, and then I think it's a sweet potato as well.
Or yeah, some sort
Squash
of
or sweet potato, yeah. It doesn't say on the menu exactly what it is, but they're fried, as you can see. There's a dip with it as well. It's really good. Very fresh tasting, even though it's fried. And the dip goes well with it. So
It's a cheese dip, he said.
a cheese, yeah, like a cream cheese dip. Yeah, you can taste that. But yeah, definitely recommend these if you come here. And then, as you saw with the guacamole, they had the guacamole inside a bagat. What is it? Bagata? Regato is what it's called. And so it's like a tortilla, a spicy tortilla that they make, and then they break it open for you, and then guacamole's inside. So that was really cool. I'm gonna try that too. So I got some of the avocado and the tortilla. Yeah, it has a nice crunch to a little bit of spice, a little bit of heat, and then the guacamole is actually seasoned well. It's not too limey like some are, and it's got big chunks of avocado in it. So yeah, definitely recommend getting that if you're here. So we just wandered down to Ziggy's. Yeah, we found it online. A lot of people were saying it was a good spot. Looks like they have good tacos, and the area is a lot more chill than the last place we're at. The place is nice, food was good, but it's not our style. Let's just say that. It's nice every once in a while to be waited upon like that, but it was kind of a little over the top, but I can see what they're doing. But yeah, this place is a lot more chill. Beach is better down here too. Looks like they're cleaning it up. The guys are down there raking, so there's a lot more sand to the water and not so much of the seaweed, which is crazy how much there is. So we just finished up here at Ziggy's. Yeah, it was cool just to hang out there. Met some fellow Canadians. If you're watching this, it's nice to meet you guys. The dog was cute. So we're gonna walk down the beach now. We're gonna go to Elios Greek restaurant for dinner. Seems like the only thing to do here is to eat or drink. just because the waves are so crazy too. Don't really want to swim in there, and I guess if you go to a beach club that has a pool, at least you can jump in there. But yeah, so we're gonna go for Greek food. We're gonna bring you along, show you that, show you what we order. Again, this is just kind of a whatever day. Eat, drink, have fun, and then crash out. So yeah, just walking down the beach now. We're gonna find a way through over to Elios.
¿Estás?
¿Todo bien?
¿Estás bien?
¿Y usted?
Muy bien, señor. Bienvenidos a
Perfecto.
Elios.
Gracias.
Buenas tardes.
Alright, so what do you think of the vibe of this place? It's so cool with the tree and all the lighting and all the Mediterranean style. So I got the Icarus drink cocktail, which you just saw. They light the foam on fire, which is really cool. So this is a Tanqueray gin, and then there's Campari, strawberry puree, lime, and ginger beer. Kind of like a Moscow Mule a little bit. Only it's gin instead of vodka. Not as gingery though, it's good. Nice with the sprig in there, you get the scent of it while you drink it.
Fried, grilled, or baked with salt.
Oh, okay.
Montebraccino, sea bass, or red knuckle.
Oh, very
This is
fresh.
the 1 kilogram, 900 grams, or 800 grams.
So that's cool, they just brought the fish out, the 3 different fresh fish. And yeah, you can get it salted, grilled, or baked. So yeah, it's cool if you want like a fresh fish here. You can't get much fresher than that, that's for sure. To start, we got the Kalamata olives, the dalmates, and the hummus. So we're gonna try those out. One thing I'm gonna say though is the hummus, you really don't get a lot, so be prepared to have a little bit of hummus. Surprised they had it in a bowl like you saw, but it's like a thin layer all around the bowl. So if people that work here are watching that, maybe that's something you should change a little bit, have a little bit more hummus. But we'll try it out and see how it is. It is good hummus, so good amount of garlic. But yeah, it's not enough. Yeah, again, they should have more. Hummus isn't expensive to make. We make it at home all the time. Well, Shayna does. Next we have the dalmates, which is a stuffed grape leaf. These dalmates are actually a basmati rice and a curried squash in it. Traditionally, it has beef and rice instead, so we'll try it out. Or a vegetarian option. Really good flavor. It's been so long since we've had these. Yeah, it's good with the curry in there. And then olives are olives.
servicio puede ser peso o credit card.
Peso.
Okay, como el cliente
Do you have change? You have 50 change?
Oh,
No?
ese es el problema.
Okay, well, I'll do credit card then.
Okay, thank you.
Sí. Thank you.
¿Qué tal vacation?
Sí, from Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Sí,
Costa Rica.
viva en Costa Rica.
Okay.
But need to explore Mexico now.
Sí.
Sí, bueno.
All right, so we are back at our Airbnb now. Yeah, if you are in Tulum, we definitely recommend going to Elios for some Greek food. As you saw, the atmosphere is really cool. As I told you, the food's really good. I didn't film the last part of our food, so I got Shane and I both got the steak souvlaki, which is basically a steak skewer. It's not really a souvlaki. Shayna worked in a Greek restaurant and we used to go there all the time to Yama's, and yeah, definitely not the same, but still really good. The steak was good. And then we got the lemon potatoes, which were good. Shayna got asparagus with a lemon sauce on it, and then some other green. It wasn't spinach, it was very similar with a green sauce on it as well. And yeah, again, all of it, the food was really good. The service was amazing. If you guys are watching this, the workers, we gave you the cards. Keep doing a good job. You guys are definitely earning your paycheck for sure, going above and beyond like that. So yeah, again, highly recommend Elios Greek restaurant. It's more towards the south part of Tulum, I guess, in between the middle and south, but just look up on Google Maps or there. So yeah, so finished that, and then the taxi driver that we had that took us down, I have his number. I was trying to get a hold of him, and he didn't answer back, so we ended up just flagging one down. And we had a bit of bad luck with that. So other than him playing rap music with swear words with our kids in there, we got to where we are, and I was like, oh, can we pay cash? Or when we first got in, we're like, oh, can we pay cash? He's like, oh, I don't have any change. He's like, you can pay credit card. So I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever. We've been using credit card here. So we got back to our place, and then he had pulled out the machine and on his phone and doing all this stuff, and then the machine was really dark, so you couldn't see. So I put the card in, asked for PIN, and then it made a noise. He's like, oh, it didn't work. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I was like, do you have change? He's like, oh, he pulled out a $5 Canadian bill, and he's like, this? I'm like, no, I need pesos. So then he made it work. Get out of the taxi after paying him, start going up the stairs, or just got into our condo. And I got the message on my phone from Wise saying, you just spent $450 US on a taxi ride. So I thought 500 pesos was expensive. We just paid $450 for a taxi ride. So now I've had to email Wise, there's nobody there at this time of night, to flag that payment, and hopefully they'll do something about it. So we will let you know how that pans out, but they said they'll email back tomorrow at the earliest. So yeah, it's crazy because we've lived in Costa Rica for 6 years, have never had this happen. So those of you that are thinking about traveling to Mexico or Costa Rica, just know that here you have to be aware of that stuff. Pay cash, don't use credit card. And yeah, Costa Rica, again, we've been there. I'm sure it's happened before, but again, we've been there for 6 years to pay cash, credit card, debit, all that stuff, and have never had something like this happen before. So it's really upsetting because, again, we've been to Nicaragua, never had that happen. So we come to Mexico and then this happens, and we're really trying to like Mexico. There is parts of it but when stuff like this happens, it definitely leaves a sour taste in your mouth. And overall, the day has been expensive. Like, the food here is crazy, outrageous pricing. Again, this is a place where if you've saved up a lot of money, you're rich and famous, you're a sports icon or something, or you just like to blow money, then definitely come to Tulum. Again, it's just, yeah, I paid $8 for a Corona at the first place we're at. I haven't paid that much for a bottle of beer ever. Draft beer, if it's like a special one, yeah, but that's completely different. So keep that in mind. Again, we're gonna do a video on cost differences between Mexico, Costa Rica, and we could even say Nicaragua, because Nicaragua is actually inexpensive, and it is a good country to go to. So yeah, just leave it off there. Yeah, kind of an upsetting end to our day here in Tulum. Hopefully tomorrow goes a little bit better. But yeah, we'll leave the video off here. If you guys like the video, please leave a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell icon to get notified when we come out with new videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Ciao.